Hello, welcome to my channel. This is your brother, ekfrimpongtheteacher, the teacher, and you're on KOKMinistries, Kingdom of Knowledge Ministries, impacting our generations. Yes, I know we are breaking boundaries, and people have started talking and sending us their comment, and we are very happy that the community is growing. I entreat you to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, and join the family. Today on Dating and Courtship, we are looking at learning each other. Learning each other. At the beginning, we studied what was dating and courtship. Then we look at the book of record. Then we came to checking our medical compatibility before we proceed to falling in love. Now we will start working. On the book of record, and on the book of record, we are starting the studying phase. The studying phase of the relationship, learning each other, trying to know who you are and trying to know how I will fit in your life, trying to know who she is and how I'll fit in her life. So we are here to start the learning phase. Bring along the book of record. So now what are we doing? Because I have already told you that our main purpose is to end up in marriage or to end up married, we are tackling the issues that will become problems as the relationship grows and as the marriage grows. So we'll take the problems married people are complaining about and see how we will fix it in the dating phase. And when we fix it in the dating phase, it will not become a problem in the marriage. So we are at the dating phase. We are learning each other. So let's pick a problem from the marriages we hear. We hear of communication skills, communication problem. There is a communication gap in the marriage. Why is this possible? It is so because the dating phase, a lot of work was not put in. So today on our studying phase or learning phase, we'll be looking at communication skills. Now at this stage, we are starting the relationship. We have opened the book of record where we'll be entering what we think our partner is all about, what we know and what we have come to know about our partner. So at this stage, we are going to look at how he or she communicates, he or she's interest, our interest, what triggers us to speak more, what do we want to talk about, what issues are of more importance to us. So at this stage, we are trying to know, why does he keep calling me? And when he calls me, what do we talk about? What makes him happy? What is making him talk plenty? What are the issues that bothers him? What are the issues he wants to talk more about? Where does his or her interest lie? How do I align my interest with his? Does he have interest in the things I have interest in? We are working on communication. And in communication, you must know what your partner is interested about, what your partner talks more about, what your partner wants to discuss more of. When we get to jot these things down, when we get to know these things, it will help us to be able to know the things to talk about, to know how to get daddy to talk, to know how to get mama to talk, to know how to get your wife on the discussion table. You know how to get your wife into conversations. You know how to get your husband into conversations. So this time we open the book of records. We have a 1 hour chat on phone and we are jotting down what are we discussing. We go on a date and we chat and laugh all through. What are we talking about? What is the mood? Reading the mood of your partner. Because you see, the problem with conversation is moods. When the person have a lot of mood swings, you realize that at a point in time, he or she may not be interested in a particular topic. Maybe you have already identified as his or her interest. So you have to also be jotting down how often he or she swings moods. When I talk about moods, I'm talking about today she's too quiet. Or today she's very outspoken. Or today her spirit looks down. These mood swings, we have to jot them down and try and find out how these things are happening. How come he or she is having these swings? Then, within the swings, we have to ask ourselves, what is his or her interest within the swings? When we get to jot these things down, it will help us to know what to bring up. You know, conversations are different from communications. I don't know why they confuse the two, but communication, I believe, is when I'm giving you an information, or when I'm directing you or telling you what's about to happen. Let's say I tell, oh, tomorrow I'll be traveling. That is communication. If I come home and I tell you that, oh, there was an accident on the motorway, Charlie, it was serious. I couldn't believe it. And there were 2 children among them, and the children survived. It was a miracle. And now people were stealing. That is not communication. That is conversation. And conversation requires a lot of effort. It requires you willingly bringing up whatever you have seen, whatever have bothered your mind over the 24 hours now. What has bothered your mind? What angered you? What were you talking about in the office? What incidents happened in the office? How did your boss address you? What happened on the way to work? These issues, when they come up, are conversations. I'm trying to let you be part of my world and to be part of what I've gone through within the day. And if I'm trying to bring you into this informations and these conversations, then know that I am willingly trying to have a conversation with you. Or maybe a political issue. So conversations shouldn't lead to fight. Conversations should not lead to fight. They are informal. Something happened outside us, and we are talking about it. So it shouldn't end up in fight. I don't understand why conversation always end up in fight. So we should learn our partner's mood swings, his or her interest, and his willingness to bring up conversations. Sometimes you must help them to bring them up. Also, how was work? Hey, what happened on the way? I heard that there was an accident at Jonguru. So you must help them to bring the conversations up. Oh, so you were in the house, or you also went to work. You must also bring something up. What happened? What got you talking? What made you laugh? Bring the issues up and let's discuss it. Then as you are picking his interest, pick the things that he's not interested in. The things that she is not interested in. And if they happen to be things that you are interested in, then see how you can align your interest with his or hers. When you have a lot of interest aligned, or if your interest, you have a lot of things in common, or you have a lot of interest in common, it helps the relationship. It does about 70% of the conversation and the communication problem. Which kind of movies does he or she love watching? Is it action movie? Is it soap operas? Is it telenovelas? If that are those things that he or she has interest in, you must also align interest in those areas, so that you can discuss an episode, so that you can discuss a movie, so that you can discuss football, aligning the interest. So today we have started studying each other, and we are aligning interest, jotting our interest down, jotting the mood swing down, jotting those things that do not trigger a conversation down, those informations or those communications that when you bring up, he shuts it down immediately or she shuts it down immediately. You're jotting them down. Then we can forge ahead. So today I'm asking you, go back to the book of record and keep the record. Thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for having me. And remember to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, and share your experiences with us. Let us know let us know if it has been of a tremendous benefit to you. See you again next week, God willing. Bye.